Hello guys, I'm inspired. I'm gonna be ranking the best plays of my career, chose by you guys, so let's see what you chose and let's see what I cooked up. Let's get started. So here I remember this game very well. It was the regular season game against Misfits, where we made a huge comeback. I mean, the play itself was not that impressive, like someone could say that you just fiddlestick ulted and flashed into enemies, but I think it was just a good setup right before the team fight. I think looking back at it right now, from this screenshot you can see that enemy have a little pocket of vision on the left side, and I knew about it, so I was waiting for the melee minions to go a bit to the right, like this melee minion, and I knew that at that point I could have crossed through this line, and because the melee minions decided to go to the right side. Before that I was waiting on the left side because I knew that they will spot me if I start walking, and I also knew that Alistar's job is very simple, which is to find me, and I think he realized it a bit too late. So yeah, if I waited a bit more, I think Alistar would spot me going through or put a ward somewhere, or if I went slightly too early, I think the minions would see me. So I think the positioning was the key in this play, and it made a huge comeback for the game, so it was pretty well played. I think for this play I would give it, it's either S or A. I think the play itself was simple, it was just the smart way to pull it off. So I think for now let's put it in A. If the other plays will be less impressive, then I would move it up, but for now I think it's A play. Yeah, that was for sure a really good cast. Whenever I rewatch this clip, I'm like hyped about the casting. So probably that could be my favorite. It's hard to call it for sure my favorite because I don't remember all of them. For sure I liked some of them too, but this is for sure the one that I remember the most. So yeah, that one was really cool.
Here comes the crow storm! Ask whatever damn question you want of the Raven, it's a murder in the bot lane!
Okay, the regular season EG game with Vi. I remember that clip. I'm gonna be smurfing pretty hard on them, on Jinsen here. But it was the broken Vi with Sunderer Sky, where I was able to... No, not Sunderer Sky. Divine Sunderer, where I was healing so much with the shield frogs. And I also built the Death Dance, so every time I get a kill, I get a massive reset of the HP. Yeah, I think they just didn't expect how OP jungle is. And I just ended up healing off of them. Yeah, I think the play was not that complicated. I think enemies just won the teamfight, and as you know, when people start winning the teamfight, they tend to get very excited, and they didn't have to chase me. They could have just played to get the lead, but they decided to chase me. I think they just didn't really know what Vi can do. I think that was a pretty simple play. If you have no CC against Vi and she can just free hit you and reset her passive and proc passive over and over, and back then you had Divine Sunderer, which just healed you a lot. I think you just couldn't really afford going into the Vi if you didn't have enough burst or enough CC. So I think they just disrespected me there pretty hard. Ranking the play, I think it was A as well. I think it was not really a mechanical play. It was more of a misplay on enemy end. I knew I'm gonna be fine in this whole sequence if they go one by one on me. So honestly, I just used the opportunity they gave me. I would say it was an A play. It was pretty good play. Yeah, so this is Worlds against FPX. I think I remember that really well. I think they were in a bad position in the game, so they thought their best chance is to force an end when we go to Nash. But we just stopped doing Nash and we just defended the base. And I think pretty well played by the field. I knew that my champion counters Cannon really hard, and I could tell that Nuguri probably didn't really play against Fiddlesticks ever in his life. That's at least how it seemed like, because if you look at his build, he didn't have Mercs, he didn't have Zonya, and he was building Banshee very late into the game, so he didn't really have it at the 40 minutes teamfight. So it was very simple for me to just flash Q him every teamfight, and and that way his champion couldn't really interact with us. And looking back at it, I think what was pretty good about the play is that we decided to instantly stop the Nash and just take them out of our base, and I decided to not recall and rather stay on the flank, because I knew once my teammates are in the base, enemies will have to leave it, and me being from the front will not really make much of a difference, so I might as well stay behind them, and that way they just run straight into me, and we managed to win the team fight and win the game. So I think that was a pretty smart way to play it. Yeah, I think this play might even be better than the first Fiddlesticks play, because first of all the game was way more important, and second of all it was against a stronger team, and I would give it an S rank, because I think at 40 minutes game, when enemies are going into your base, a lot of people would just recall and trying to defend with their team, but I just felt like it will be enough that just my teammate's base and I can stay around and try to threaten a flank. So I think it was a pretty good decision by me, and yeah, I would give it an S. The hardest jungler to play against, the hardest jungler in scrims was SOFM for sure. When we were at Worlds in 2020 in China, it was really hard to compete against him. The Sunning team, they went all the way to Worlds Finals, and where no one expected them. I think even before the group stage started, we played few days of scrims against them, and it was not possible to win a game. And I think it was mostly because of him. I didn't really get to scrim Canyon too much, because it ends up that I made Worlds 4 times. Every 3 times I had him in my group stage, and the moment the formats changed, I faced him in the quarterfinal. So pretty much every single Worlds, Canyon was eliminating me. So that means I didn't get to scrim him, because obviously you don't really scrim the team you're gonna play in official game. But yeah, looking back at it on stage, Canyon would be the toughest to face, because he was the guy that always eliminated me. So this is the play-in, I'm pretty sure, of Worlds against Mad Lions. I think they surprised with the Nash with the Nash start, but I managed to make it in time. The moment Leona was walking on me and trying to stop me from the pit, I knew that the Nash has to be getting low, so I was just running forward, hoping I'm gonna make it. I W the Leona and just flash into the pit, and I managed to make it work. Looking back at it, I don't know if we even had vision in the pit. Yeah, as I see, we didn't have vision in the pit. I could just see Draven hitting it and Leona walking on me, so I knew it's gonna be low. And my sapling got me the vision off of the HP of Nash. Then I dodged the Leona ulti with W and just Q smited. The Q didn't even hit the Nash. I just pretty much flash smited and steal it. So honestly, that was pretty well played by me. I got vision on my own. I was there in time. I managed to flash in range. I feel like maybe they could have done a better job of stopping me into getting into the pit. Let's look back at it. I don't really know if they could. I think Leona could have tried max range ulting me, but then I could flash it. I don't know if enemy had much counterplay rather than just smiling a bit better. I think that was just an outplay by me. Not much they could have done. Just play better next time if you wanna start Nash like that. And yeah, after that play, we for sure knew we're gonna win this game, and we're pretty confident going onwards in that series, because it's game 1 of the best of 5. So plays like that for sure give you a lot of momentum. Yeah, it was a pretty nice Maokai play. For the Maokai, I mean, it was for sure A or S tier play. I think being there, like predicting that they are gonna start Nash, is a good play already. Then the mechanical execution was not really hard. I think the flash smite was in a good moment. Like I had vision with my sapling, so it's not like I predicted exactly where the HP is. I think it's not as impressive as like the Fiddlestick flank. I think overall it was just like a not simple but like pretty easy play to pull off in my mind, but not as easy to put it in B tier. So I think I would put it in A tier. I think it's also below these two. I think Vi and Fiddlesticks play were a little bit more complicated. I think Maokai just flash stealing is not that hard. So I would put it as the A, but a bit below these two plays. So this is the Viego Pentakill. I mean, this is probably the play of my career, because it was in a really important game, game 5 to make it to Worlds, and I managed to pull off the Pentakill first ever in LEC as a jungler. That was pretty impressive. teamfight itself, I think I played Akali pretty well here. And now when I picked up Gnar, I jumped back to get the movements, to get the attack speed of Gnar, and then proc the passive on the Ashe while jumping into her because I thought she got low enough to execute her. And then while I got the Ashe form, I just didn't feel like I need Ashe damage to win the team fight. I just wanted to go back into Viego form as fast as possible. And then it was just straightforward. I just right-clicked them to death. I think there is a little thing where I did here with Xin Zhao to make sure that he doesn't heal off of the passive, so he doesn't get too close, which is trying to use my range advantage over him, and he just retreated after that. Honestly, pretty well played. I don't know if I could have done something differently. It was a really stressful situation, and I managed to play it decently well. I think that's probably the play I'm the most happy about from my entire career, because yeah, it was really hype. I remember the excitement of myself and all of my teammates after I pulled it off. It was a really nice experience. I think this has to be the S+ play. I think just looking at it, it's game 5 to make it to Worlds, and I'm being last man standing on the map while finishing it off with the Pentakill. I think it's as good as it gets. I don't know if you can pull off a better play as a jungler in a more stressful situation. So yeah, I give it an S+, and I'm very happy about that play. I think like no one will be surprised about it, but I think the Viego play is for sure my favorite one, and the most the play that I'm the most proud of. I think the other plays I'm always like happy about making an outplay and stuff like that, but I don't think there will ever be a play that will make me more proud than the Viego one. So that's for sure my favorite.
Viego shuts down Misfits!
A faker, holy s***! Nice! Oh my god!
Thanks for making Viego riot.
Thank you guys for sending these plays. Let me know in the comments what you agree with, what you don't agree, if you would change something in the ranking, and see you later.